Hey guys, it's Dressy Squid here, and
Moon?
today we are doing a tutorial video on how to make Beamng drive sort of multiplayer.
Yeah, so this is actually really cool. I know a lot of people have been wanting kind of a multiplayer game in this because Rigs of Rods is obviously multiplayer, and that's kind of the only thing Rigs of Rods has going for it other than Beamng. But here we are. I am player 1 over here in the Moonhawk, and Dressy Squid is over there in the pink truck as player 2. And I am actually at my house, and you are like all the way across the city, aren't you? You're like on a mountain.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
And we are getting, like, we can drive around, there is like physics in this game as well. You don't just go straight through each other, though you can turn that off. And you really don't even need much. The only thing is you must have a host PC capable of running at least 2 cars, because I'm actually running on Dressy's PC right now. He has an i7 6700, and it's pretty capable for running 2 cars on a grid map, and it can run most maps pretty well. But just make sure you have a capable PC that you are connecting to, and make sure your internet connection is alright. But other than that, this is actually really easy to set up. You don't have to do any code, you don't have to do anything, you just download a program and you get all hooked up. So, let's just get straight into it, I guess.
Yeah, I'd just like to mention one more thing. As you see here with me driving away, it's not like split screen. It's kind of a one camera sort of follow both cars situation. So like say if Moon, you turn right here and I turn left, and we start going farther away from each other, you'll see that it's not perfect multiplayer, as the camera just stretches and makes the car smaller and smaller as you go. But that's kind of the only disadvantage. Yeah.
There are some, disadvantages to this, as this obviously isn't the best multiplayer experience, not like Rigs of Rods or anything. But you do have collisions, and if you try to stick close to each other, it works well. If the host computer is able to run like 8 cars, you can have up to 8 people playing at once on one host computer. So it's actually quite a good solution if you want to play with someone across the world, or even just down the street, and you don't want to haul your PC over to your friend's house, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you can have, like, you can use a keyboard, you can use your controller. I even have a G27 racing wheel here, and I can use that as well, though it's a bit of a hassle to set up. But I'm guessing you guys don't really want to see us fool around on this. If you, in the future, we might be doing videos on this, and you may be wondering what we did or how we got Beamng to multiplayer, be able to play multiplayer like this, and you guys will find out now. So should we just get into it? Because I think that's what you guys all want to see.
Yeah, we'll meet you at the desktop, guys. Alright, so the first application you guys are going to want to download, all links in the description, is Geforce Experience.
Yeah, Geforce Experience, you will need an Nvidia graphics card, which could be like the GTX series, or just in general the Geforce series. These can be like the Geforce 600Ms, it does not matter. You just need an Nvidia graphics card for this program to work. Back to Dressy.
Yeah, so the first step you're going to want to do in Geforce Experience is obviously make an account when you open the application. So it's settings, and it should tell you here in this part called My Rig if your PC is compatible and has enough power to do the streaming. Gamestream, game optimization, and in-game overlay and virtual reality are all here, and it tells me I'm ready for most, but not virtual reality, as I don't have a good enough graphics card. So where you're going to want to go is you're going to want to go to General, and you're going to want to make sure to enable experimental features. This did make me have like a big 10-minute update, so yeah, I'm not sure if that would make it for you as you're downloading the application, so it might have the updates installed, as I've had this application for a while. I haven't updated it. Alright, so now the second step is to open your game. And you have to open your game in full screen, or it will not think it is a supported game. So here you can see Beamng opened in a windowed mode. But if your game has full screen, go into it. And here you can see I got the little notification telling me to click Alt plus Z to use Geforce Experience in-game overlay, which, if I click, it brings up this menu. And from here, actually, it did what I wanted it to do. It went out of full screen there. So if you click on stream and try to send an invite, see it says the supported game is required. And as you can see, it's still in windowed mode. Sometimes it's a bit finicky with games that aren't really supported. So you have to fiddle with the full screen option to get it to work. So we will cut to once I actually get it to work, as it takes a while sometimes. All right, guys, after a lot of troubleshooting, we have figured out how to get the streaming to work in Beamng and record. That's another topic, though. So here we are in Beamng, and what you're going to want to click on is Alt-Z, and it's going to bring up your Geforce Experience. Here is your instant replay, record, stream, and broadcast, and then your gallery and all your settings. All right, so sorry about the Geforce Experience not showing up in the recording. I'm using game capture, so it's just recording Beamng and nothing else. But this is what you're looking for when it shows up. It should show up like this with instant replay, record, stream, and broadcast. And you're looking for stream again, as I said in the video, and sending an invite to your friend. I can't show you it on recording. I'm really sorry, but because windowed mode just crashes anything. But it looks pretty much like this, but your friend's email goes up here, and then your name, and then you should be able to click the send button. So yeah, we will go to Moon now, and he'll tell you how to do the receiver or guest part of the video. All right, guys, so this is the guest portion of the video, and the first thing Moon's going to do is send me an email.
All right, I am sending an invite now.
There it is. So what you're going to want to do is click on the accept invite button, and it's going to take you to this. It says, are you ready? Your friend invited you to play Beamng Drive, and then, well, or whatever the game is. So you're going to install this extension to join the game. So you click install. It's going to take you to the Chrome Web Store, and there should be a install button here, but I have it installed, so it just says launch app, and I have to enable the item, and then there we go. So now once you launch it, it says your system is ready. Have a friend send you an invite, and you can join. So you're going to head back to your email and click the accept invite button, and it should open this tab in Chrome. All right, so here we are loading up on my PC now in Beamng, and we're going to show you how to get the 2 cars so you each can drive one. So here we are. I'm going to invite Rylan. I know you can't see the Geforce Experience, but hopefully you saw it there in that little part in the beginning. So I've sent the invite to Rylan now, and we will, or he will be joining momentarily.
All right, I see the invite, and I am accepting it. Opening Chrome now, and opening Geforce Experience session.
So there,
right.
I know you.
I will join the game.
Yeah. So there is a thing saying who has now started to play with you. A little notification pops up. So I'm just going to grab myself a truck here, and then we'll show you. So you need 2 vehicles to do this. So I'll just grab one of these. Any truck's fine. Any vehicles in the game work, so don't worry about that. Oh, I didn't choose as new. That's my fault.
Alright, so while Dressy spawns a new vehicle here, make sure you hit spawn new, as he didn't. But once we have our 2 vehicles here, we go into the menu here, and you can see options. And you click on that, and it'll bring you into the graphics and user interface and blah, 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 blah. But we are going to be going to the gameplay section here. At the bottom, you can see general here. And it says competitive scenario, use multi-seat, and display multi-seat player tags. So what you're going to do for this is you're going to hit use multi-seat. And what that will do is that will create it so you can have 2 players playing with 2 cars. Now, as you can see, it says player 1 and player 2 right there. And so we're both on this truck right now, but if I press tab, you can see that player 1 is over here, and player 2 is over here now. We're going to click display multi-seat player tags, and that can just toggle between seeing which player is which. I will leave those on for display purposes. As you can see here, the camera will follow you around and try to keep it even between two vehicles. There is no split screen yet, but I believe the devs are working on it. So, as you can see, Dressy is player 2 over there in the orange truck, and I am player 1 in the red crossover here. So as you can see, we are playing, and it is actually running pretty smoothly, getting a solid, I can't see the FPS up there, 40?
Oh, we are getting about 49, 50 FPS, yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. You can, like, reset yourself, and you can do all the regular things in Beamng. If you have played this game for a little while, you know how the controls and all the controls of it and stuff. But one thing to note, you will need 2 different controllers. You can't just use a keyboard and a keyboard, or a controller and a controller. You will need 2 different ones, as it cannot tell the difference between the 2.
Yeah, so that's why I am player 2, because Moonraker, what this does is it gives him full control of my keyboard and mouse. So he is going to be player 1, technically simulating me playing with a keyboard. And I'm player 2 because I've plugged in my own personal controller, making the game think that we're both in the same room and just playing together.
So if you do have a friend come over, you can use this. Even if it's not online, you can play on the same computer. This is what it's meant for, is to play on the same computer like this. But it works well for playing over the internet, which we do. And Geforce Gamestream co-op works extremely well for that. Keep in mind, this is beta, though, as we have said a few times before, and it's a little finicky. You have to make sure Beamng is in full screen to get it to work. Remember that. Full screen is very important. Do not make it in windowed mode, otherwise it will not accept the game. And, I mean, other than that, it's pretty functional. If you have any questions, just go into the comment section. We'll try to help you out with that. And I guess that's it for this video. That was pretty fun to make. That was kind of painful in some parts. A little finicky to work around with.
We definitely had some problems, yeah. But once you get through all the problems and the beta, you should be good to go.
Yeah. I hope this helps you guys have some fun with your friends, and it's a little bit better to use than Rigs of Rods, as Rigs of Rods is like a 2006 game, and this is I believe like an late 2010 or 2011. Don't quote me on that though. But I guess that's it for this one. So see you in the next one.
Yeah. Bye, guys.